우리나라 대표에서 온 거니까 가는 데까지 가보고
목표는 뭐 그냥 간단하게 우승입니다.
게임하면 한국, 배틀그라운드 하면 한국 아니겠습니까? 열심히 해서 1등 하겠습니다. 화이팅! 코리안 위너 치킨 디너!
얌얌얌!
We're ready for the Dubai. Check us out play.
Minimum expectations is first place for our team. You know, we're not expecting second or third or fourth. It's just first.
Let's go. Cloud9.
ก็ครอบครัวเขาบอกว่าให้เต็มที่ครับขอให้เราเต็มที่กับการแข่งครั้งนี้
ก็จะทำให้เต็มที่นะครับอย่างที่ครอบครัวได้ฝากเอาไว้ครับ
ก็ฝากถึงแฟนๆทุกคนนะครับไม่ว่าเป็นแฟนโรสอาร์คิวอะไรครับฝากเชียร์ด้วยครับมาแข่งครั้งนี้มาในนามทีมชาติไทยด้วยส่วนหนึ่งก็อยากให้ฝากติดตามเชียร์ทีมชาติไทย3 ทีมด้วยครับจะเอาแชมป์โลกไปให้คนไทยทุกคนแน่นอน
เป้าหมายของทีมผมก็คือเป็นแชมป์โลกครับ
Team what? Number one.
كونها بطولة عالمية ومستويات صعبة، احنا نطمح نكون من أول 3 كون نمثل السعودية، ونتمنى نحصل أول 3 باللعبة نفسها.
مثل ما قلت بالأول حابين نرحب جميع المشاركين بالبطولة، وحنا شعب مضياف كل شيء، لكن بالبطولة ما راح نكون متساهلين وراح نوريهم الوجه الثاني، ونتمنى أننا نتفوق بالبطولة، إن شاء الله أن نجيب مركز طيب.
It's all fixed up. There we go. My name is Kyle Lars, your host here at the desk, and alongside me I have Powerbank as well as Mode Gaming, bringing you all of the games and action here for the final day here of the tournament. Gentlemen, it's been a while, but we're back, and we had a lot of stuff going on whilst we were done.
Indeed, we did here at the studio. You guys may have gotten a break at home, but we were here busy having a ball. Oh my goodness. If you guys want to catch up on the behind the scenes, follow us on social media. You can find me at Powerbank Gaming everywhere.
At the 7WG on Instagram.
These guys. Anyway.
We got to see people breakdancing, so definitely go ahead and check that out.
Yeah, I guess
PUBG Mobile got talent.
But for now, we're going to be getting into our game here very, very shortly, and we're going to be going back to Arangel, and we're going to update you and get you back up to speed with everything that has been going on with the tournament so far. So far, RRQ sits very firmly at the top, China just slightly behind, and overall, all of those teams at the very top have been looking phenomenal throughout the last 2 days.
Very solid, very consistent, finishing in the top spot pretty much each and every game. Very, very few flaws in their game plans, and we'll have to see if they do the same moving forward here.
Yeah, pretty much from yesterday, CPT was kind of like the note that I ended on, and also started earlier in the day. We saw them win the exhibition match, and I want to go ahead and see how if they still got that little momentum, or if it might have faded just from waiting some time there.
Definitely, actually getting those not back-to-back chicken dinners, but 2 chicken dinners, because basically RRQ has kind of basically stolen every other one. They've done well for themselves in its entirety, but CPT in second place right now, looking to basically secure that spot, which is very, very important for them. But thank you very much, gentlemen. It is time to jump into match number 9 here to figure out who our world champion is going to be. PB7, take it away.
Let's do this, baby. And as you say, round 9. Of day number 3. We will crown a champion here today, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to be interesting, PB. As you know, we saw some squads there starting off a little bit hot earlier on that exhibition match. Can they go ahead and continue that momentum? Or are they going to be a little bit slowed down? What do you think is going to go ahead and happen here? Actually, first of all, let's go ahead and watch this playing combine drop that sweet, sweet Samsung Galaxy Note 9.
That's right, 7 into the studio she comes in all her glory, dropping the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 right out the back end there. Round 9, we are ready to rock and roll.
We definitely are, and just to remind you once again, our RQ Athena Arch sitting comfortably in the first place. It is going to go ahead and pretty much, it might come down to second place with CPT, GTW, and LHW just being pretty much within less than 100 points away from each other for that second spot.
That's right, talking a little bit about the playing path here, coming in from the southeastern part, just south of Milton Power, north of Noye. This is going to go up to the top center portion of the map, so you're going to have a very skewed playing path, something that I've been wanting to see. This is going to force some teams to take drives on over to South George, over to Primorsk, over to Quarry potentially, and you're going to see some teams potentially be clashing for cars here on the road.
Yeah, and just to remind you, this is going to go ahead and be third-person perspective view, which means that we might see a little bit more snakes. We saw a little bit happening in Sandhawk, and this map here is going to go ahead and be interesting as we do see CPT going to military base where they're being going to, and LHW going as well to Novo.
I don't know where GTW is headed, but they had some fun jumping out of the plane, zinging across the map like that. But it looks like we've got Torty and Big Russian Bot here dropping down, grabbing a buggy right off the bat here. Going to grab that and hopefully head on. Oh, look at this. This looks like they've got some company here. Into the building he goes. He sees that somebody else got the car. He's immediately going to grab a weapon. Will he pop back outside and try to catch that buggy?
Definitely lucky there. He's going to have the Mini 14. He's going to be able to go ahead and spot the other 3 players. Is he going to be able to capitalize here? Is he going to go ahead and try to push the action? Actually, he's going to go ahead and just try to run away from this, and he might just get spotted as he might be running. Keep in mind, if he gets spotted at any moment, this out in the open, it is going to be deadly for him. Luckily for him, one of his players, they bring a motorcycle, and he's going to try to get away. Actually, he left him.
Well, you know how it is in those 3-wheelers. You can't really stop. You're driving, and they just don't want to stop. They keep rolling, and it looks like Bro RC here getting shots off. Luxy and Zuxy teaming up, doing things, thinking alike, as they often do. And look at that, Mini taking down 40 early. Big Russian Bot suffering their first casualty early. Picked up just in time. He gets the revive off. Holy cow. Very narrowly avoided getting finished there, but Luxy and Zuxy have the advantage. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see them push this advantage here, as they only had the loot from this shack and the one room that they looted in the house before they try to get away.
And Bruxy is going to go ahead and just have minimal ammo here as he is working with the AKM. He's waiting patiently. He's trying to see what's going to go ahead and happen here. He doesn't realize, though, BTR Luxy might have some kind of angle on him. He has to watch out, and we see Turty just waiting patiently. He sadly for him, he doesn't have any of the med kits that you would like to go ahead and see at this point. Are they going to go ahead and try to risk it here? Do they want to go ahead and get into that 3-wheeler and just bounce? But the problem is that if they try to do that, that 3-wheeler is fully exposed. As we see GG here against Hero. There is some motorcycles too. Hero see that his teammate goes down. He's going to go ahead and just go away and says, bye, Felicia. I ain't coming back to get you. I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm not going to have enough armor, or if not anything, to go ahead and just try to revive you there.
He's in a really tough spot there. I think they're leaving him for dead, and unfortunately, Torty is in a situation very similar at the moment. There he goes, and our first player is eliminated. That's Doc from Hero. He's our bolt action specialist from the European team, and it looks like Salah is going to get the first kill for the GG Gamers of Kuwait.
GG Gamers starting hot a little bit there. Sadly for them, they weren't able to go ahead and get all the action, and look at this. Torty now getting on that 3-wheeler. They're waiting so patiently. They're going to go ahead and get out of here, but they have to watch out. One of the players is pretty much just one shot. Luckily for them, Fashid there pretty much just tried to distract them and waited a little bit.
Absolutely. Really nice play there by Torty, waiting in the shack until their team came by to pick them up to get out of there. Really surprised that BTR didn't push that advantage there. Really, no guns, no armor, no meds, and they should have known that based off of where they landed, where they looted. The other team had literally one-story house between the two of them. And, you know, obviously with one of them almost knocked already, or almost finished already, rather, they could have easily pushed that, gotten the finish. No meds at all to his
Now it just comes down to using that ledge right there. Is he going to go ahead and be able to spot him? He is jumping around and moving back and forth, trying to make, pretty much, it looks like he's trying to make himself a target, baiting them a little bit. He is able to, and he gets those shots with the Mini 14. He's going to go ahead and knock him down.
Holy cow, Zuxy with the iron sight. Mini 14 knock from range Really beautiful stuff there from him, and now Torty is in a world of hurt. No meds between them, and now we've got one guy with about 10 HP, and the other is completely down on the field.
And something to point out there, one of the players from Big Russian Bot actually jumped out a little bit too early there from the car, and he, in a way, run himself over, and now he is down himself. So big, pretty much hits right there for Big Russian Bot as they are trying to find their way here with very little to work with. They don't have health, they don't have the guns. They are just pretty much trying to back up, regroup, find everything that they can, and try to see if they can get some positioning in this game.
Big Russian Bot started out the tournament pretty strong, finishing 5th and 6th on day 1, but on day 2 having some struggles. 16th place 3 different times on day 2, and it looks like they're headed for even worse here on day 3 to start things off in game 9.
As we're able to see there, the map brought to you by Samsung Galaxy Note 9, the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge Global Finals 2018 happening in Dubai right now. You're watching at home, and we have a lot of people here in the arena as well. As we see, Hero took a little bit of a hit there earlier. Once again, it seems like some of these teams might have not been expecting certain drops. They were trying to move away from it. They might have landed next to some other teams that they were not expecting to be there, which is interesting because in a way, LHW and CPT, as we saw from the get-go, they are currently being able to go ahead and just loot up as much as they can comfortably in Novo and military base.
I'm really surprised that no other team has decided they want to challenge those areas at all. I mean, those are really good loot locations, and they've been freely handed to 2 of the top 3 teams so far this tournament, and they continue to let them do whatever they want in the early game. CPT not being challenged, winning multiple chicken dinners now, and you know, they're holding a firm grasp on 2nd place, and they're going to continue to move up the rankings if nobody's challenged them at all early.
They definitely are. As we see Wildcard just passing by Team Galaxy, our boy Hot Jukes is back. He is feeling better, and he is trying to bring that momentum with him to see if maybe Wildcard can go ahead and just claim, if possible, just a top 7 spot. They are currently sitting at 13 spots, so we'll go ahead and see what happens here. And once again, Cloud9 is currently 14 spot. They have not had the best tournament. Honestly, they have been quite a disappointment, but hopefully they can go ahead and pick it up here on day number 3, get some more kills to their name, and add a lot of points to their leaderboard.
Katarina Suki from Full Send driving in the buggy. She's had some fun with the buggy so far here in Dubai. Driving the way through, looking like heading up to Potato Hill in the middle of nowhere. She's
just going very slow there, going patiently as our boy Hot Jukes there, starting to get shot there by Torty. He has to watch out. His team is going to be able to go ahead and back him up. Luckily for him, he does have an N16. He wasn't able to hit any shots, but he's still surrounded by that team, and his teammates are nowhere near.
Wildcard tries in trouble. Getting shot at going through the compound there by BTR. You heard the volley of rifle shots come in just after Hot Jukes went through as kind of a scout car. Hot Jukes got their attention, and then you heard the rounds go off behind him. Wildcard lucky to get out of there in one piece.
As we see Cloud9 just starting to rotate a little bit south there of Pochinki. They might try to go ahead and go for a bridge camp. We actually got a chance to see a wonderful bridge camp here at the arena. Meanwhile, and as we see Katarina still driving by. Meanwhile, GTW is getting a lot of interesting kills there on the kill feed.
Hero is in trouble. They already lost a member earlier. Doc went down in the road, and it looks like Kinris is down, and GT Ed will finish him. There is another member down as well. Hero down to, I believe, their last member. They are in a world of hurt at this point.
Definitely not the best start there. We saw one of the players get knocked out super early, something you don't want to see, especially on the last day. And look at this. I love seeing this. They decide, you know what? We don't need those silencers. We are going to go ahead and go full on out. We want them to know that we are coming. As we see Evos, this squad starting to push this area, they know that some people from BR, Big Russian Bot, starting to actually shoot at them.
Wow, really surprising shots here from Pro. That was a little bit reckless, as he could have easily just not fired and had them drive by without knowing. But now Evos knows where they are. It looks like they're going to continue. They do have a goal in mind. They're going to drive to a location here and prioritize their position over getting frags.
And something to point out there as well, as Evos was driving by, we did see a flare gun towards Pochinki, so they might have been just, you know what, they might have seen that, say, do we really want to go get that loot? And then they started getting shots, say, you know what, let's go ahead and rethink this. Let's go ahead and reposition ourselves.
Check that out, CPT right in the middle of the zone. They did loot up the military base island down below in the south. They've already made their way across. They've already rotated central to the circle. They are one of the first teams to rotate in, and they have called in an airdrop here that they will be picking up out on the mountainside right now. So really good rotation from them. Got great position, some great berms to work with here in a small compound, and they're also going to have, it looks like, an M249 and an MK14 to work with, so they're going to be somebody to be feared.
We have seen the M249 being used a little bit in this tournament. We have seen it used a lot before in the NA finals, and cars, boats, and just about everything was getting blown up. Are we going to go ahead and see the same as we saw in day one? A lot of cars getting blown up, and you don't actually start seeing that anymore after day one. People might have learned their lesson, but who knows? It is day 3. Anything can happen here, as we seen Arab Madness just waiting patiently in the compound as Full Send is very close by.
I love the defensive positions that Full Send's taking up here. Fandy and Exclusive kind of crouched in corners, guarding those doors just in case somebody darts in through the window at any point in time. So they are ready to rock at this point.
And we have kind of seen that play style work for them, right? The only problem is that when they get the knocks, they're not able to necessarily get the finish, or if they do get the finish, they don't move, which in terms is gonna go ahead and it is gonna go ahead and just pretty much leave them exposed as they know their position. So usually what you want to go ahead and do is, if you knock somebody down, just start moving a little bit. If not, they're gonna come back and just bite you in the butt.
Look at the tactics of Evos here. They are literally just headhunting. They're trying to find people, trying to get shots on them. 3 different cars, and look at this. They're hunting people down for kills, knowing they need to move up the leaderboard and get frags. And Ernie, look at that. Bro and Torty getting rocked out of the buggy. Both of them getting finished in the disrespect, running them over. That's beautifully done by Bull Shark.
Bull Shark just seeing that. He sees other players. He has to watch out because
Ernie's knocked.
CPT is very close by. He needs to be careful with that. Evo still pushing the action. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Evo is being able to go and destroy a player there from KWCD. There is another player from KWCD close by. He is using that third party to his advantage. Is he going to be able to knock down Bull Shark? He misses those shots. He lays down
Great
as JC is trying to just knock him out. They know his position. Justice from KWC, he needs to go ahead and move out of there. If not, he is going to go ahead and start getting just ambushed from every single angle.
Holding the upstairs, June and Long there, making sure that they don't let Evos up the stairs easily. They do have a player next door as well, Justice, rotating around, finally getting out of the shack. Was in a great bit of danger there, but he was able to get an escape off an awesome prone there to dodge some shots, and it looks like he's going to go try to cover the flank here for the Korea Winter Chicken Dinner team.
And luckily for KWDC, they weren't cleared there by Evos. They were able to go ahead and start repositioning, and now more than likely, he's going to be able to go ahead and tell his teammates. Justice is going to tell his teammates, hey, they're going to start pushing up, and that's just exactly what happens. KWC getting some huge knocks there, as Bull Shark is now the only man standing for Evos, and Evos is going to go and say, you know what, now we need to start playing for placement. We were able to get 3 kills there. It backfired a little bit, but we definitely want to just hold back and try to go for placement.
Backfire a little.